David, thanks for sitting down with us. We did this a year ago in Phoenix, so welcome back.
It's getting to be a habit, a tradition, not a
tradition.
habit.
Well, we talked a lot about the economy last year, and as you know, that hasn't changed in the last year. Can you kind of tell us where we are as far as the economy, the teams going forward? Has there been improvement, or are teams still in the same situation they were in?
I would say that overall, when you consider the economy, ticket sales, sponsorships, revenue generation, relatively upbeat. Sponsors are coming back. Attendance is only down about 2%, which I think really puts us sort of at the top of the heap in this economy. And we're already out renewing for next year, and we think we're going to have lots of new ticket sales for next year. So we're feeling optimistic about that.
So we've read reports, seen things about 2/3 of the teams losing money. I mean, are those sort of figures accurate?
Those, more than half of our teams are probably losing money, and the reality is that their revenue generation isn't the issue, it's their expenses. And so we need to come up with a sustainable business model. I think, an axiom of business that if you spend more than you take in, you don't have a winning business model.
From your standpoint, is that the key issue with the CBA going forward, and maybe in the meetings this weekend with Billy Hunter and the Players Association?
That's been the point that we've made in the several meetings that we've had.
It seems like you guys never seem to agree on where that revenue number is and the expense number is.
No, I don't think that that's an issue this time. We've provided the players with our numbers. We've given them all the documents they've asked for, and we'll give them more as they request them. So we're not going to be arguing over the economics of our business.
Do you have any expectations for this weekend, for the meetings with the
Just
players?
Another meeting. I think we share a common goal to, help grow our sport, cause our players to be fairly compensated. They're the best athletes in the world, and encourage our owners to have a business model that causes them to make investments. It's easy enough.
When you look 5-10 years down the line, are you confident that the league will be 30 teams and in the current markets, or do you try not to project those sort of things?
So we have it as a model to stay where we are. I learned after we've had a few teams moving that is not always an achievable goal, but our projections are a 30-team league in the markets in which we currently are. And most of the conversation being about global growth rather than about North American growth.
Can you talk about some of the revenue streams that you see outside of North America, India, China, and how that factors into the
this
growth?
2010 is going to be the year when we open our offices in Africa, in India, and in the Middle East. And we have several offices in China. The growth in those other areas won't be as robust as China, but growth it will be, and it will contribute to the growth of our game and the growth of our business.
Switching gears a little bit, the Gilbert Arena situation, for you personally, how difficult was dealing with that situation?
We are reflective of society, and we've had lots of difficult issues to deal with, and that's my job, and so that's what I do. And I'd rather not do it. I'm never happy to do it. You could say I'm unhappy, but people are looking to us to make a decision, to try to do the right thing, and then to do what we do best is move on.
So as far as league image issues, I mean, it seems like that's always a concern. Was that another hit, or do you see the league, for instance, the Haiti initiative? I mean, it's got to be encouraging that so many players stepped up.
That's who our players are. They didn't step up for their image. They stepped up because they're good people who want to lend a helping hand. We're not here image-wise in Dallas to just, and do 25 different NBA Cares events because someone's going to notice every event. They won't. But that's what we do with our legends and our players and our WNBA players and our D-League players. That's who we are. And the image will take care of itself. With one caveat, anything that's difficult will get a lot of ink.
Speaking of this weekend and being here in Dallas, You have to be encouraged by the future of the league. A lot of the young talent, the Kevin Durant's, Derrick Rose's, Brandon Jennings. I mean, it seems like the league is positioned going forward with some wonderful young talent.
We have an enormously talented group of good players and good young men, and some not so young. We've got future Hall of Famers. We've got extraordinarily young, great players. The biggest pressure of the weekend, I think, is on us because there are a couple of announcements coming about players who won't be able to play. And the pressure is, no, this one, my player, that player. We get lobbied on the rookie and sophomore team. So that's fun. That just is an indication of how deep we are. And we're putting together teams now. USA Basketball is for playing in the World Championships in Turkey this summer. Again, the world is looking to see who Team USA is. So it's a very exciting time.
It's been a year that Ron Johnson's been in place, or a year and a half. I mean, how do you feel the officiating, that situation? That's another issue that's been top of mind when it comes to the image of the league. Do you see progress being made?
Well, we've implemented a lot of rules that were and procedures and regulations that were recommended to us. And Ron Johnson, General Johnson, has I have to salute occasionally around the office, but as Senior Vice President of Officiating, he's doing a good job. I think that to let people know that rules are rules and they will be enforced, and the amount of training and development our referees are undergoing, the utilization of technology to make their job a little easier to guarantee our fans that the correct result is obtaining has increased. All in all, we think we're on a very good path.
So the emails from Mark Cuban now go from you to Ron. Do you just forward those along when it comes to officiating?
Right. Well, sometimes I answer and then forward them to Ron, but that's what I haven't gotten one this week.
This week?
What am I going to do? I'll see Mark later. We'll take care of it in person.
You're talking about technology. I know you're a big tech guy. Technology is part of the growth of the league. What are some of the issues on that front that you want to see going forward?
Well, it's interesting about technology. On the one hand, technology has helped us bring our images to our fans. High definition was made for basketball. 3D. Sunday's game is going to be captured in 3D. Just like last year's All-Star was and the All-Star before that was. So we have a 3D cache. That's great for showing our game. The ability of our fans to see our game, whether it's on their league pass on digital cable, whether it's satellite, whether it's on their computer or it's on their iPhone or their BlackBerry, it's really quite extraordinary. So that's great. Social media, digital media is great, until it's not, in terms of what players tweeting and the like, but that's fun. And technology to improve our game has been great. In other words, it's small stuff. Years ago, we didn't have clocks that counted tenths of seconds. We didn't have those red rings around the backboard that tell you the period's ended. We didn't have the amber lights that tell you the 24-second clock. We didn't have instant replay on a variety of things. All of those things are coming together to make our game better through the use of the latest in technology.
You've talked about expansion of instant replay, some of those sort of things that you want to see the steps continue to be made.
I think it has to be incremental because we have to get our fans to understand it, and we have to make sure our referees can implement it and understand it. But I think it's inevitable. And because we so desperately want to get it just right. I'm envious of tennis, which has a stop after every point. So stopping the action, the Hawkeye review system, and there it goes. Unfortunately, if we did that, our games would be 4 hours long and none of our fans would follow us.
There's rules issues that you'd like. I know we've talked in the past about the goaltending rules. Yeah. Do you see the league, the NBA, becoming closer aligned with maybe international basketball in certain aspects?
I think we have. After the World Championship this August, the international game will move its three-point line out closer to ours and move their lane into ours. They've gone to 4 periods instead of 2 halves. We've gone to elimination of the illegal defensive guidelines, allowing almost a complete zone, but not quite. I think the games are coming together, and eventually they will continue to come closer together.
Are there any trends or missed opportunities you think that you wish, looking back, that the league had maybe jumped in on?
No, we're feeling pretty good. I must say, NBA.com, NBA League Pass, NBA League Pass broadband, NBA TV now in approaching 50 million homes, NBA Mobile and all of the applications. We're feeling awfully good about taking advantage of the digital world, taking advantage of global expansion, but most important, taking advantage of the enormous inflow of talent into our game.
And some of that's from the D-League, and you obviously, the WNBA is something that's very close to the center of the league. Are those, yes, the impact of those two sports seem to go beyond economics?
No, they do. Number one, we're one of the few leagues that can have a sister league and say, here it is. We're going to have the best young women in the world playing in the WNBA. We're going to have a 12-team league. They're going to be great. They're going to be good for business. They're going to be good for programming. Again, NBA.com, NBA TV, or shall I say WNBA.com, etc. But we have that. And the NBA Development League is good because it brings basketball to 16 additional cities, or 15 really, because we have an LA team. But in addition, it gives our players a chance to gain, confidence and conditioning and coaching, and so that's pretty exciting as well.
You get asked all the time about your future. And your retirement.
My future. This weekend I'm going to go to the T-Mobile rookie sophomore game. I'm going to the slam dunk, the Saturday night presented by State Farm. I'm going to the All-Star game. What did you have in mind?
I'm sure you want to get through the CBA, these negotiations. Could you see yourself being a part of the next one down the line? Are you trying not to?
No.
No?
No.
You can see the finish line maybe
right.
after this?
Well, we're planning to have a 20-year deal.
A 20-year deal.
And so I would be, approaching 90 by the time it expires. But I don't think I'll be here for the next. I'm gonna go write for NBA.com and then do some streaming interviews.
So I can assume a better exit strategy than Jay Leno for you going forward.
I think so. I mean, you mean his exit strategy is to go and then come back?
Go and come back.
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun. I can't imagine too many people that have jobs that they enjoy as much as I enjoy mine.
Is that how you
plan to do it?
Is that how you look back at your term so far? It's been fun?
It's, of course. I have a great job, and I look forward every day to coming to work, and the responsibilities that come with it are part of the job, but it doesn't make the job any less rewarding.
Well, we'll take you on the staff when you're
done. I'll come. Right. I want to, we need to get more viewers, but or subscribers, or hits, or visits, streams, downloads, whatever you want to do. If you guys would get them up, I'll come. But
thanks for
you're doing
taking
a great
the
job.
time.
Thank you very much.